And we are back. House of the Dragon, Season 1, Episode 5. We light the way. I can't even possibly begin to fathom where we're going to go from here. Last episode was borderline insane from start to finish. Last episode, we literally had someone fired, Rhaenyra lost her innocence, and Alicent has basically secured her spot as the number one person in Viserys' life, period. While Viserys grew a spine, but still didn't have a spine enough to kill his brother. Because I know a lot of people love Daemon, and I get it. There's a lot of appeal there. He's someone who's interesting, he's unique, he acts first, thinks later. As opposed to Viserys, who all he does is think, and then, acting is oh, I was supposed to do something about that? Oh, I'll get to that later. And it just keeps, pushing the buck further and further and further along until we get to this point where now we have to figure out what our ascension plan is. And while Rhaenyra is still number one, and Otto just got canned, I still don't think that's going to cement much of anything. There's going to be more chaos before there's more good. And as always, if you're new, add some chaos to the realm. Hit that subscribe button. And without further ado, let's do further and actually watch this episode. I am curious, so let's engage.
Husband? What brings you to the Vale?
At last. You don't sound excited, and I don't blame you. But the fact you had to do one of these means I think you kind of understand what Daemon truly wants. I think he wants a divorce. But more of the, old-fashioned way. And just like that, she is paralyzed. 1, 2, 3. We have a winner. Told you.
I knew you couldn't finish. Craven!
Okay, if that's what we're starting with, this is going to be a hell of an episode.
Listen to me, daughter. The king will die. It may be months or years, but he'll not live to be an old man. And if Rhaenyra succeeds him, war will follow. Do you understand? The realm will not accept her. And to secure her claim, she'll have to put your children to the sword. She'll have no choice.
Yeah. What's the phrasing on this? Something about he's poisoning the water to ensure that no one survives, even though if you just let the water naturally run its course, there is a slight chance the poison wouldn't get everybody. Yeah, more or less, he's just trying to ensure that what he wants will come to fruition, and he's going to fearmonger his way into it now.
Where is Lord Corlys? He should be here to receive the king.
Welcome to High Tide, Your Grace.
What is the meaning of this, Lady Lena? Is this how House Velaryon greets its king?
My father has but just returned from his long journey, and he has hastened to the Hall of Nine to await Your Grace's arrival.
Where is my kingly procession? Where are the trumpets? Where are the people here to applaud me for just existing? Get off your pompous ass. Goddamn, Viserys.
Begging your pardon, Your Grace, I may be mistaken. It's just that on the very same night your father was dismissed, the Grand Maester delivered a tea to the princess's chambers.
Tea
Yes.
that the Grand Maester himself brought.
At the direction of the king, as I understand it.
So we are going to weasel our way in. We weren't naturally gifted, as I'm assuming we have an issue with the foot, hence the limp, that we need to be smart. And we are just kind of well, I just happen to have this little bit of gossip. Let me just slide this on your desk. Don't worry about it. No big deal. It's a big deal, it's a big problem, and now you have just perfectly wedged in all your issues between Rhaenyra and Alicent to where the divide is going to begin.
Cousin!
Princess.
Are you well?
Very.
Mm-hmm. A likely story.
I wish to propose a marriage between your son, Selena, and my daughter and heir, the Princess Rhaenyra. It's long past time our houses were united in blood. The last pillars of old Valyria.
You honor both me and my house, Your Grace. There are certain details I would wish clarified before the Princess Rhaenys and I could accept this most generous proposal.
It's always entertaining to see how these powerful men, and I'm using air quotes because they are powerful, but how insecure each of them is with what they have going on. Their petty squabbles over naming and rights and trying to detail the nitty gritty of things just to ensure that they get one up on the other because so they feel that they're being propagated as the lordly and powerful men that they are is always fascinating to see. Wouldn't you agree?
I know this union is not what you would choose.
I hold nothing against your cousin.
No. Rather, dare I say it is a matter of taste.
What, he don't like white girls? What, we need to be more precise here. Matter of taste. You just don't like white chicks? You like them thick? What? You like some from Bravos? Like, what are we talking about here?
And what do you propose?
That we perform our duty to our fathers and to the realm. And when it's done, each of us dines as we see fit.
I'm gonna hazard a guess and just say I'm an idiot, and he's into men. Alright. He does what he does, she does what she does, and as long as they produce an heir, somehow, some way, that looks at least somewhat like either of them, voila, problem solved, Aegon's succession wiped out. Nothing to worry about, easy peasy. I'm assuming it's gonna get a bit more complicated than that.
Familiarity is not at issue.
I'm sure Lena was already taken with her. She's grown quite comely these last few years.
You know his true nature.
He's still young. He will outgrow it.
If I had $1 for every time I heard that. Just for quick backstory, Ray's private religious schooling whole life. If I had $1 for every time there was someone who happened to be gay and their parents were just like, I hope it changes, I hope it goes away. Yeah, I'm assure you, the harder you try and squash that, the more it's just going to continue to be people living their truth. Never bothered to be none, just observation to the wise.
Before I came here, I was in Stormlands. I have deep knowledge of the port at Sunspear, where I've seen the ships of Essos setting sail with their holds full of oranges and cinnamon, and I've always wished to see where they went.
Are you asking for leave?
I'm asking you to come with me.
Oh, Christian Cole, you moron. You just literally asked the future queen to go run away with you. For what end? For what means? One of the richest, most powerful women in the world is gonna cripple herself to become poor and just live in the wild with her dragon, and you? What? What do we think this is? Some children's fantasy love story? This Game of Thrones. This is not how things work.
From the burdens and indignities of your inheritance, let us leave it all behind and see the world together. We will be nameless and free. Free to go where we like, to love as we like. In Essos. You could marry me.
Also, just for further clarification, I know you guys have had a thing going for a while. The only reason that thing even happened is because Daemon literally bought the car, started the engine, got everything going, and while it was rolling downhill, you decided to jump in, so to speak. I don't really think this is so much you as just, again, you were what was available.
So Kristen, Laenor and I have an understanding. I've granted him leave to pursue his own interests, and in turn he's granted me the same.
In exchange, she says, hey, I don't love you, but if you would like to be my mistress, by all means. I'm sure this proud and headstrong man is going to take being your mistress right in stride. Good for the old pride.
The Iron Throne looms larger than me, larger than anyone in my family. Aegon the Conqueror united 7 kingdoms and put them on a path. So Kristen...
Yeah, I don't think your family history story time is really going to be what he's interested or gives two licks about. He gave up everything for you, albeit rather happily, so I don't really put a lot of stock into it. And then you basically just tried to tuck him down because you're like, well, this is the Targaryens, this is how we do things, this is our natural order, blah, blah, blah. No one cares.
The night of Damon's return, there has been a rumor. Or rather, my father received an accounting of a lapse of morals.
I love how we all know as the audience that she's talking about, you know, Daemon hooking up with Rhaenyra. In the back of his head is like, oh, my goose is just cooked. They know I did it. They know I've been doing it. I am in so much trouble right now.
I'm not unaware that in flush of youth, there may be errors made, breaches in resolve, breaches or rather lapses.
It happened, Your Grace. The sin you allude to. I have committed it.
My man said, exit stage left. He saw his sword that wasn't meant for him and just said, and just took that thing. This is why you let people finish their sentences and their thoughts. Then you can kind of just play with it as you will. If he just let her finish her statement, he would have known that this was all about Daemon.
That rather than gelding me and having me tortured, you would sentence me mercifully to death.
Thank you for your honesty, Sir Kristen. You may go.
I feel like him being who he is, he'd be like, go where? Do I just go see the torture? Or am I going to go, to the headsman's block? Like, go where? Back to my quarters? Like, what are we doing with this?
To help him sleep.
My man is falling apart. Yeah, I was just thinking Otto was being spiteful when he said the king won't live to see old age. I think if he has anything left of him by old age, it would be a miracle. He's already lost 2 fingers, and now it looks like that arm is about ready to come off.
Will I be remembered as a good king, Lionel?
I don't think you want to be asking legacy questions. I really don't think you want to ask legacy questions, because if you're just asking me in 5 episodes, I would say you were a pathetic king. You had no spine, and you doomed the entire realm to death and destruction through a lack of being able to be assertive about literally anything. Even when you put Rhaenyra forward, it was like, well, I kind of guess, here you go. Put some guff behind it. This is my heir. She's going to be king or queen. That's it. There's nobody else. I don't care if I have any other heirs. This is it. Like, put your back into it.
There is a part of me wishes I'd been tested. I often think that in the crucible, I may have been forged a different man.
I mean, that is the catch-22 of it all. It's either you're tested and you rise to that challenge, people talk about how great and powerful, magnanimous you are, or you get tested, fall on your face, you get made a fool of, and then no one will ever take you seriously for the rest of your days, no matter who, what, or how you handle your business. Period. Maybe in his instance, not knowing is for the best, because he didn't even get tested, and he still found a way to fail.
I wanted this to be a wedding for the histories. Where is the Queen? I had hoped to pay my respects.
I understand the Queen is still readying herself for the celebrations.
This is why men wage war. Because a woman would never be ready for the battle in time.
I think you may have wanted to read the room before you dropped that one, because that little girl there would take you to task, Jason, and it would be rather short work. Quick snack for the dragon, if you will. Well, look what the cat dragged in. All of a sudden, here's a famous wedding after he just finished getting banished, and he decides, hey everybody, it's a me. Feels like an episode of the Kardashians, but everyone has dragons. And once again, no spine whatsoever. Kingsguard. Out the door. I don't care if I make a scene. I banished you. You know that. I know that. I gotta stand on that. It's that simple. Yeah, I don't think she cares. I think this is what she was going for. She's wearing the green of House Hightower. And more or less, this is an open declaration of war. We are setting the stage that we are not taking this lying down. All because people want that stupid chair that is literally killing Viserys. You should just take one look at Viserys and be like, you know what? I don't want my kid sitting on that. That simple.
Truth is, I'm glad you've come. I wish to speak to you about my inheritance.
What inheritance?
Lady Rhea and I had no heirs, as her husband, whatever she was due, now passes to me. She stood to inherit all of Runestone. Did she not?
Weaselly, slimy, scummy human being that Daemon is. He is right, though. That is his inheritance.
I know who it is. The handsome parable.
Oh.
Sir Kristen Cole.
Our sworn protector.
Look at him. The man is fully construct.
Everyone is just playing politics. Does anything ever normal happen at a Westerosi wedding? I mean, I'm just asking for friends. If you have a wedding, elope. Tell no one. Just have a good time. It's best for you that way.
Sir Lena is quite dear to me. As I know, the princess is to you. But we should swear to each other to guard them and their secrets. Because if those are kept safe, and so are we all.
Yeah, I think you overextended a smidge there. I don't think we needed to talk. I don't think we needed to negotiate this. I think that's just like an unspoken fact. He wants to keep his job. He's going to shut up. I know they're gonna end up together because they're just two toxic people. Rhaenyra is destroying the realm every single step she takes, and Daemon is literally just providing her the guiding path to make it happen. You actually kind of look at the High Towers and be like, this sort of makes sense. And then you look at the Targaryens and go, why are you causing all these shenanigans? But, yeah, I don't think Viserys is going to be too keen on how this is playing out publicly and openly when your daughter, who is about to be betrothed, is, like, literally this close with her uncle face to face. At any point in time, just shout as loud as you can. Stop this in the name of your king. Continue on. I will just behead you both. It's so simple. Like, governing is so simple when you're a Targaryen and you have all the power in the world behind your back. But again, I will lament, if Viserys had a spine, the kingdom would be better off. Oh, you are so getting fired for this. You snapped all the way off at this wedding. Jealousy makes a man do weird things, or just makes people do weird things, and apparently throw away everything you got is his move.
Hear now their vows.
I am yours, and you're mine.
And this man just had to watch the love of his life get ended directly in front of him, and then get married as a farce to protect himself and his house just mere hours later because Daemon was going to attempt to steal Rhaenyra again. God, you gotta feel for him right now. Yikes.
Rhaenyra of House Targaryen to be man and wife.
My guy, there's other people out in this world. Stop taking this so hard. You ended a man, and now you're going to end yourself, all because the girl you wanted wouldn't throw away her riches, fame, fortune, power, all to just go be an orange farmer? I don't think you thought any of this through. You are such an idiot. Oh, good symbolism there, good symbolism there. The rat has come to devour the kings. Whatever remains, the rats will eat. And now, with Viserys taking the fall, albeit he's still alive, he's just horribly, horribly, pathetically sick. Now we have to put this realm together on the backs of a teenage girl who's made nothing but mistakes, and she has a whole backlog of mistakes that could make Daemon seem like he's a decent individual, who, well, he's certainly not. And now we have Alicent allying herself with Criston because she realized that Criston truly loves her. Like, truly, truly loved Rhaenyra. But now that he's the odd man out, hell hath no fury like a Kingsguard scorned. I guess. I don't even think that's going to stick as a saying. But the drama and the plot have thickened, as I'm sure a lot of people's idea about this series. Again, just elope if you live in Westeros. Just elope. Don't do any of the hoopla, the grandstanding, the pompous stuff. Just, it's for the best. As always, if you're new, hey, hope you hit that subscribe button. Hope to see you around in the next video. And as always, thank you for all your support. I have been the Sarcastic Geek. I'll see you in the next episode.